You know, people don't think about, you can teach your children everything. You know, people don't think that you don't need educate, you don't need online to teach a child. There's books. People don't know there's books. You got lots of books around the freaking world. But what if schools close for a whole year and don't know what to do? Luckily, as parents, we got some books lying around. Might be old. It might be, not suitable for the age and demographic of what's going on, but at least we teach our kids something. I remember way back when we started homeschooling, the first one, they give us this big box of books. I forgot what the company was that teaches the homeschool, a big box of books. And that's what we did. We had a big box of books. Tell him to, pick one. We read with him until he got old enough, and then he read his own books, And then there's libraries. Now, since COVID-19, we now don't get our kids to go to libraries. We don't get our kids to go to other establishments now. But what if that schools are closed for a whole entire year? What a parent would do? School is tend to keep the kids and entertain. It's bad enough that kids are now, which I'm reading, that kids are now not having depression because they don't see their friends. They have depression because he's stuck in a house and won't go outside, won't do everything else. Playgrounds are now being taped up because of COVID-19. Just what if COVID-19 destroyed a child? It's something to think about. As a parent, I try to teach my kids the best way I can, especially in this weird environment that we're in. There's other things to teach your children, instead of just online education. Online is not the only way to do. There's other sources to freaking do, but sometimes you have idiots that don't know other fucking sources to do, but we still in this type of environment. And it's kind of sad, though. This year is destroying the children's hopes of having be children. This virus is now taking over the young lives and not having them a normal future, a happy, normal future. What the youth would do, nothing else for them to do. You can run around, but to where? Everybody's so safety about the children. As Maud Flanders would say, the children, what about the children? Please tell me, what about the children? There's nothing to worry about with the children. If a parent's more smart enough, they can teach them anything they want to teach them, if it's good and positive. But that's another what if. What you teach your children? What if there's nothing else to teach your children? What if there's nothing else to do to teach your children? All parents are good parents now. It's something to look forward to in that question. And something to ask yourself to a person who has children or not has children. What to teach them, what to go by. With this random cyber attack is going on, how as long as lasts, you say March, which is bullshit. You say next year, But what I know, I'm just a person that's running off at the mouth. There's something to look forward to. Let's imagine a world with children not educated, not progressing to the potential. Young minds tend to be a dangerous mind if you mold it and shape it the way you want to be. It's scary to how these things have come to the minds of madmen beyond of what is going on. And some things to think about. The little one's going to pre-K and now reading little books and finding books that his brother used to read and I used to read because of this software tech, and finding little experiments online, lab things online. Like we made bubbles from scratch in a bubble system. You just cut up a tube, put a sock in it, and you make bubbles to play with. You put iodine and a little coloration and have fun with that. That's all I can do for the time being. And then learn someone else, another science experiment. But what if the education is gone for a whole entire year? What the parents should do, especially that when parents are working so much and don't know how to entertain their children. Or look for TV and other things, but you can't supervise them 24/7. You can't, watch under them 24/7. You put parent controls on anything, but sometimes they override them and give time for them to think about parent control codes and whatever. Excuse me, sorry, I'm yawning. It's something to think about. And as a parent myself, and it's kind of scary, but that is my devil's advocate for the day. Something to think about, something to stimulate the mind a little bit. Right now is a scary time for a child to be in. Some of them, but not all of them. Right now, it is 7:23. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more Devil's Advocate. This is Baldwin Sucker Live with Aaron Green, Dr. Q. Thanks for listening. And also, you want to chime in, our phone lines are standing by. Our number is 917-889-8825. Once again, there's 917-889-8825. And call in, press 1 to speak to us, and now listening to you. We're Baldwin Sucker Live. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Thanks for listening. Right back. Okay, welcome back. I think there's no break. I'm going to continue on my Devil's Advocates. Welcome to Baldwin Sucker Live. I'm your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is me, Aaron Green. And we invite back with more Devil's Advocates. Again, speaking of young minds to be poisoned with what's going on, imagine in a world, in a city where you have, we talk about the new mayor who looks like a cartoon character, doesn't know what to do. It's full of corruption. These mayors, when they get into office, they seem green. Seem like they know what to do with taxes. Seem like they know what to do with everything else that's going on in Baltimore and other cities. But sometimes they don't. These mayors who think they got everything all together. It's not. You don't got it all together. You know, Chicago's mayor, who is cracking down on masks and whatever, got discovered in a hair salon because her teeny weeny afro needs to be poofed out because she want to be camera ready for the cameras. And just imagine the press. Well, she got press about it, and cameras were on her at the time and said, "You're not wearing a mask." What if mayors don't respect the law? You preach the law, but you don't respect the law as they go along. They abuse their power too much. Like the mayor of Chicago, who tells everybody wear a mask and stay away from things, but she didn't wear a mask. And establishments that's required to wear a mask. See that? What about this mayor? You know, still nobody told him about the incident that he did when he pushed a guy and trying to beat up a guy. No one talked to him about that, which is kind of weird. You know, all this debates, when we talk to him about this pushing around other guy and trying to rough him up, no one talks about that. But what if our politicians abuse the law that they preach? You know, everybody can get away with some things some other time, but some people cannot get away with everything. You know, this tax going up. You know, now we have the bottle cap tax and this other tax, which is very ludicrous. What if, you know, these politicians don't practice what they preach and they break the law? Some of them get away with it, others they don't. But it's nice to see you have cameras now and also their constituents getting at them and see this, you know, you're abusing the law. Because people tend to get powerful and tend to use their power for far beyond their control. People tend to get to a higher position and abuse their power as much as they want to be. It's very sad to see. You see a lot of people using their power because they don't know what to do with it. And you think, like, I'm the mayor, no one can touch me. Bullshit. Everybody can touch you. You're the mayor. You're not invincible. The same goes with the president. People think the president can not be touched. The president used to be feared, I remember, a long time ago. But now, since the decades follow, the president's a friendly guy. And I try to be with the people as much as he can. Which is kind of relief on people's side because a lot of rumors of the president doing something sketchy for years, to Richard Nixon, to Ronald Reagan, to Bush. There's always sketchy things the president got away with that no one else knows about. Little conspiracy theories that's going around about former presidents got away with a lot of things and done things that people turn a blind eye to. And also mayors, too, as well, mayors and governors. What if, mayors and governors don't practice what they preach when it comes to doing, this violence situation, corruption? There's some corruption of some mayors. It's nice to have whistleblowers around. But what if one of them did not get caught? It's a very sketchy world to go into. Another thing to worry about